Are you ready? We are going to take a drive to our city's downtown. Not a giant downtown, but it'll provide some difficult turns, some narrow roads, and more. Right there, the car stopped when it should not have. And wow. Anyway, I am still on FSD 10.5, though 10.6 I think came out this morning. And my last few drives have been so good that I think we're pretty ready. We're making a right here at the stop sign. It was a four-way stop, and the stop was fine. The turn was very good. I'm going to intervene here, maybe... No, the car got in the correct lane. So we are in a left turn lane. The right lane also turns left, but this is more courteous to people that are trying to make a right on red. So I'm satisfied with this. Here we go. We'll be making our left turn here. Let's see how we do. The signal is on, as you heard. We're getting into the left lane. A little bit jerky. I don't know if you saw it, made a bit of a turn over to the right. The speed limit here is now 55, and then it'll lower to 45, 40, and then 35. If I stay in this lane, the lane actually goes away, but lo and behold, we are changing lanes to what is, I believe, this is a correct lane. We're slowing down for this red light, and the light has just turned green. And for anybody that doesn't know or never heard, we're going to go through a double diamond crossover. So up ahead, we're going to actually go to the left and then the right here. Here we go through our double diamond crossover. So as you can see, what's going to happen here, we're going to go on the left-hand side, almost like driving in England. And then we're going to come out on the right-hand side. So far the car is doing really well, by the way. It maneuvered that as good as it ever has. So it's really done a fine job there. This light has just turned green, so we'll be going through this. And down, when we get down a little bit further, you'll start seeing the lanes are a little bit more narrow. There's more stop and go, perhaps maybe even a little bit more traffic. I'm doing this on a Sunday because I have never driven this car to where I am today down in our downtown area. And once I'm comfortable with that, we'll do a test during the work week. So we're in the left lane here, and there's a car behind me. There's nobody to my right, so I was going to get in the right lane, but the car behind me got in the right lane at the same time and is very upset. Coming to a red light up here. Car slowed down prematurely, and slowing down a lot there. I think it slowed down because I don't know if you saw that there was a truck coming out of the parking lot, and I truly believe that's the reason, because he was sticking out onto the road. It has lowered to 40, and it's lowered the car to 40. Great. So now we're getting into slightly more narrow lanes here. And why I'm getting in the left lane is probably because the traffic in front was perhaps slower than the car wanted. But we're in the left lane, and we're now 2.2 miles away from our right turn. So I'm going to try to let it do its thing as best I can. The only intervention so far was one that I did on purpose. That would have been fine. So far so good. So I'm not getting the stops I was getting where it slowed down tremendously, but I am getting a lot of small stops where it'll go down 2-3 miles per hour. We're 1.6 miles away from our right-hand turn. It will get more difficult to change lanes as we get further along here. So We're now in an area of a little bit more stop and go traffic, a little bit more congestion. We're coming to a red light. And we have to change lanes. We had plenty of opportunity to get in the right lane, and we didn't. I would ask Tesla to take a look at anticipating in the maps and perhaps using those to better decide when to get into another lane. So we're going to come through this light. Now you can see it gets even more narrow here. And the car did move over a bit to the right. There is no one at all in the right lane. Perfect time to change lanes. We're 9/10 of a mile away from making our right turn. We slowed down there tremendously. It was kind of a quick stop, and then it started again. I guess I should send that on. And we're changing lanes, and we're not changing lanes, and we're changing lanes. There's nobody in the right. Good job. So no intervention. Everything is fine here. We'll make some right and left-hand turns in the downtown area when we get there. We have a red light here. And we are stopped at this red light. When I do this during a work week, I'll even try to do it during maybe something close to lunchtime. The car is maneuvering great as far as trying to stay in lane, to try to stay as centered as it can. And that's very positive. I'm interested to see what it does after it makes this right turn. I think we'll have to get over and make a left turn after that. Not too long time. So let's see what happens.
100 feet, turn right onto West Vine Street.
And there's some one-way streets down here, by the way, so I think that would also be good. So after this particular drive, like I said, I'll make some other drives downtown, and we'll see how things improve, and we can compare this drive to 10.6. So far it's been somewhat straight, but it's been a great drive. No interventions at all. We're going to make a right turn, finally, that I've been warning you about. Our signal should go on shortly.
Now turn right onto West Vine.
Signal's on. Skating rink is open downtown. And let's see how the car does. It's made its right into the correct lane. I have to make a left soon. Awesome. Awesome, Tesla. It changed lanes as it should have. The car on the left, I'm not sure. I want to say that lane goes away, but maybe it doesn't. But here we go. So shortly we're going to make a left, and right after that we're going to make a right. Again, and we're on a one-way street now. There's a bunch of cars coming behind me. So let's see what happens. And we're changing lanes again.
In 500 feet, turn left onto South Limestone.
We're going through this intersection rather quick, by the way. So
now turn left onto South Limestone.
And we're making a turn from this one-way street onto another one-way street. And it looks like we're going to get a nice green light here. There's the turn. One-way street, nice turn. That was the way it was supposed to go. We've already changed lanes. I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. It's moving up, and we have a red light, but it waited for the pedestrians that are there who crossed the street with a pet, waited for them to get across, and then it inched up a little bit more. You see the crosswalks here and there. So it is showing the crosswalks. Now, we're soon going to make a right turn, and then after we make that right, we're going to make another right. So this is accomplishing everything I really wanted to accomplish, I think. And the blinker is on, the directional signal. Why am I changing lanes? I don't know why it just changed lanes.
In 500 feet, turn right.
I'm changing lanes again, and there's a car coming.
Now turn right onto Templeman. In 500 feet, turn right onto East 3rd Street.
So there was a couple of errors there.
Now turn right onto East 3rd Street.
So I'm going to make a right turn here, and then we'll start heading back.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North.
I don't know your thoughts, but I think towards the end, it never should have gotten into the right lane. Then it tried to get back in the left lane, and unfortunately, the street I had it turning on wasn't the real street. It was more of an alley, so I need to be fair. There's somebody walking their pet, and I don't know if you could see a little bit of the pet right there. It'll be an interesting drive. We're going to go ahead and here we go. Okay. Whoa! The car moved out on its own. Oh, it's so close on the right-hand side. And we're going to make a right turn here. Will it make a right on red? Let's see what happens. There's a car coming on the left, and we cut in front of him. But frankly, it was okay because they were coming so slow. We have a stop sign here. And then we're going to make a right, not here, but at the traffic light up ahead. So this is a four-way stop. And we've stopped, we looked, and we moved, and we go through. Slightly tentative, but still okay. During the work week, there would probably be some cars parked here on the right. We'd have to go around, but other than that, we're about to make a right here on Main Street. So we're truly downtown. This is Short Street, and then we're going to go one more block and then make a turn. And nice, it went up to the spot it should have gone to. We now have a green light. Now, once we make this right turn, we're actually going to have to eventually move over several lanes in order to make our left turn to get to our destination. So we're in the middle of the downtown area. You can't see on the left, but there is a lot of traffic coming on the left. Just a lot of traffic. Lots and lots and lots and lots of traffic. So it's constant coming through. In a not too distant future, we'll have an opening, but I don't know. Well, we should get a green light now. So let's see what happens. Well, they got an arrow. The car tried to go, and the guy behind me, oh, no turn on red. So I had to intervene because we were going to go. Now I'm going to go. I think it would have gone because it was really inching up. Let's see now if we get over to the left. We have to go over 2 lanes, and we didn't yet. This is not going to be easy. So up several traffic lights, we need to make a left turn. So this is a little bit of a disjointed video, and I apologize for that. But like I said, this is the first time I've actually made a video using the downtown area. I don't see a way I'm going to get over to the left, by the way. Well, the car behind me just let me in, and I was going to hit that car.
In 500 feet, turn left onto South Broadway.
All right, we're going to make a left up here. With all the confusion you just saw, I apologize that there were a number of minor incidents. It didn't feel comfortable to me. All right, we made a nice left here, as the car just was. So there were some errors there. I did have to disengage manually myself several times. I didn't actually have a chance to even send it because so much was going on. So city driving still appears to me to be more care has to be taken, and I hope I am taking the right amount of care. So we're going back to our starting point. The car negotiated this road just fine coming down, speed limits, narrow lanes, etc. Getting into the right lane, did everything correct. Once we got downtown, it was okay, and then once we were leaving downtown, it was not okay. It was one that would make you worry.
I think I'll put the old one in the living room.
Here we go. So now we're going to go straight for quite a while, 4 miles to be exact, so there'll be a lot of cutting here. The speed limit will go, right now we're doing 45, though it's set to 35, and the speed limit's 35. Sticking well in this lane, doing a pretty good job of, because it turns. Now we have 3 really narrow lanes here, and the guy that just made that left was sticking into my lane just slightly, but all went well. That was the first time that ever happened. The car did not go when the light changed. I had to step on the accelerator. Car's changing lanes. We're making a right turn in 2.5 miles. Whoa. Wasn't that a nice lane change he just made? Now he's going over to the left lane, so if you want, I can keep following this car who's using every lane he could possibly use. Now he's traveling to the left lane. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to go through this intersection. The car slowed down because that truck came out. That was great. And the speed limit is going to change here to 45, and it has changed. So we are now, as you can see, we've updated that. Here we come to that double diamond crossover again. So we'll go through this light, and we are going to stop here. By the way, I'm curious to see what happens. This is the lane I want to be in. As we go forward prior to making this right-hand turn. So I have my fingers crossed that in fact we'll stay in this lane. And in the past it would move over to the right. So let's see if it moves to the right lane. Now this right lane goes away shortly. So we're still in the correct lane. If it tries to go to the right lane, I'm going to override it. It still has not gone to the right lane. So this is the first time that we've had this level of success. So I'm very happy with this. This car on the right is going to realize shortly that the lane went away. And they did. My guess is they knew the lane went away, by the way. So next up, we're going to make a right-hand turn. We've had trouble with this right turn before, where it's waited way too long to make the turn. So here comes, right here is the beginning of the turn, and we just got into the lane. Signal just went on. I would call that a little bit late, but that's okay. We're doing all right. Nice turn. Nice, nice, nice. And we're going to make a left up here at this stop sign. It's a four-way stop. We'll make a left.
Now turn left onto Snaffle Road.
And the last piece of this is that the car will not know exactly what to do with this horseshoe to the right, or dog leg to the right, whatever the right thing is that it's called. But we'll see. So we have a speed bump coming up. We're doing 25. It usually slows to 17. And it slowed late. Now here we are. I have to applaud. This car has never made that right turn. Well, it did make it once. Now, we're going to go around this FedEx truck. We did.
In 500 feet, your destination.
We're coming to another speed hump, and it slowed to 17, as you could see.